Hi everyone, welcome to week 16. Now before I get into a little rundown of what we're doing this week, I want to hope and wish that you're all doing well and everything's good in your lives. I also wanted to remind everyone or let you know that even though I am updating grades as we go along over these last few weeks, if there is any assignment that you have not turned in since our extended spring break, I will still accept those late assignments. So you just let me know or turn things in, continue to turn things in as we go. And let me know if there's any questions or problems. So let's go right into our week 16 module and see what's up for this week. I've been really impressed with your research question discussions, and some of your ideas look really good. As we continue to work on our questions, I wanted to remind you that these questions are formal research questions. You know, they're questioning the kind of research that we want to explore. They're not conversational questions. And so as you continue to form those, make sure that they're not questions that, you know, like, oh, who likes this more than this, or what do people think about that, or make sure they're pretty concrete research questions. I joined some of your conversations and offered some input of my own, so make sure you go back and look at those. All right, so here we are, week 16. We only have 2 more weeks, people. Okay, you're almost there, and I am so impressed with how you've been working. So start off with the overview, open this up. This video will be there. It's not there right now, obviously, but here's a little rundown of what we have coming up, okay? So let's get into it. Our first thing that I wanted to do is to remind you to just review the assignment, okay? Review the descriptions, all of the requirements, and just the overview, okay? Make sure you do that several times. Anytime you have an assignment, continue to go back to the assignment and reread it. That's really important. And what I'm offering here is just kind of an example or a template of what this kind of proposal should look like. These type of proposals, while they're formal, they're also quite formulaic. Remember, your audience here isn't the end user or the end reader of your research. It's the person with authority to give you the okay. Like, it could be a department chair, it could be, you know, a boss, a manager, something like that. So this is what it will look like, your end result. And excuse me, these paragraphs, they're just Latin filler. So don't worry about trying to read that. But you will start off, you know, with MLA formatting. You'll have your title. You'll have your, you know, 200 to 250 word introduction and rationale for the topic and why this topic and this issue is an important one to research. You will have an explicit section that includes your research questions, and then you will have an annotated bibliography of 1, 2, and 3 sources. And remember, each of those annotated bibliographies need to include the full citation, a paragraph of summary of the article, and a paragraph stating how you will use that article in your research, or why that source is a good one for this type of research, okay? So hopefully that'll just give you an idea of what is expected in this assignment. Then moving on, we have some more information on doing that research. If you go back to the lecture I recorded on developing research questions, I also do a little demonstration at the end, I think at about minute 5, from minute 5 on, just like a minute and a half of doing online research on finding good credible sources that way. Right here, I wanted to do a little bit more on using the library. Since this is a proposal for expository research or informational research, one of the sources, at least one of the sources we should have, should be an informational resource as far, for instance, an encyclopedia or a dictionary or that type of reference source, so that we can offer our audience the basic facts concerning our topic, the background, the history, the definition, all of those kind of things. And so I have a link right here to Chandler Gilbert's library. I have a little video where I am walking through the library and showing you where to find databases, what databases are, and how to find reference sources within those databases. And there's also a little Google presentation here that was prepared by one of the librarians for you just for this project that kind of gives you a little bit of a review of what I'm talking about in the video. So be sure to look at those. Those will help you a lot. In fact, you will need those or the information they contain to do our main project, one of the main projects of this week, which should help you in your research. So you should be gathering your sources, and writing notes down of summary and reading them and all that kind of stuff. And then due Saturday is this library research worksheet. I'll just open it up right here. And you will download this research worksheet and you will fill it out and resubmit it. And what this has is just helps you get organized. Your topic, so the general topic, the research question that you are going to, or questions. Very rarely is there just one question. You can have several questions that you're planning on researching. Name of the 2 databases that you searched, and if you watch those videos, I will show you some great examples. The titles of 3 articles you found. Okay, these can be 3 that you're going to use, and if you change these by the time it's due, that's absolutely fine. 3 of those articles and the full citation, the full MLA citation for each of those articles right here, and then just a little brief paragraph on your research process, what you've been doing, how you found these articles. And that's it. You will get that in. I think, let me see, I think we go right on to, oh, there's one more thing that I wanted to remind you of, is that, a couple more things actually. We have the option, we always have the option, but this week is a prime time to conference with me. I'm just making it optional, so it's not required. But I have access to Zoom, which is like Skyping, where we can also share computer screens and drafts and talk about them. And I am sharing a tentative schedule right down here so that you can sign up for a time to conference with me, ask me any kind of questions that you might have through a Zoom conference. And we can share drafts, we can look at sources, anything that you want. So that's an option. Read over this and let me know if you have any questions, and also look over the schedule. And I just threw together some times, and if none of those times work for you, you let me know a time that does, okay? So that's important. And it spans from, middle of this week to the middle of next week, any time through there. We can do that. And finally, this is just a reminder of that survey that I announced earlier in the week. I need to know if you prefer a letter grade, the traditional letter grade for this class, or the newly defaultified pass-fail or PZ grade that they're having. So you take that survey and you let me know, read all about it and look at my past announcement for that. And that's it for this week, okay? So let me know if you have any questions. Have a really, really good week, and I'll maybe see you soon in a conference. Okay, bye-bye.